Today, we are putting our DIY skill to the test. I have seen my fair share of Dangler pouches floating around the market, and as mission dictates the gear, they can be used in a variety of ways. On my journey of becoming more self-reliant, I think it's important for us to adopt certain skill sets, not only being proficient with your weapons and gears, but how to keep them in good condition as well. Today's video, we will be making a Dangler pouch from scratch. If you're not interested in the how, I would definitely skip to the end to see the fitment test. You can also enter a raffle at the end of the video to receive this Dangler pouch by answering a couple of questions. The main fabric material that I'm using is Codora 1000D. You can often find this type of fabrics in a lot of military tactical gears. They are durable, great for heavy duty applications, and easy to find. If you're just trying to follow along and go through the motion, I'll suggest using any material that you can find laying around the house. It could be an old t-shirt, jeans. Now if you're not sure on how to sew, Valentine is a perfect time to buy your significant other some flowers and ask them how to sew, or just talk to your mom. I am also using this other fabric called High Abrasion Neoprene Kevlar. This is a cool leather-like fabric. It is extremely durable, very light, and easy to work with a laser cutter for more intricate projects such as plate carriers. A lot of plate carriers nowadays, they are using this material specifically for the shoulder straps because they are thin and durable. The material is actually very expensive per yard, so that's also why you don't see it's being used a lot on the actual plate portion of the plate carrier. Here is a whole plate carriers that I made solely out of that material for reference. If you're interested on how to do it, let me know in the comment and maybe I'll make a video about it. Back to the Dangler pouch. Feel free to pause this frame if you're following along. You need a zipper, a front panel, back panel, bottom bridge, Velcro panel, and a combination of Velcro hook and loop. Majority of these ingredients can be found at your local Joann or Michael's. Don't feel obligated to get the same thing that I have. I will put a link in the description if you would like to order Camo pattern by the yard if you are fancy like me. Here I'm just working on the front panel. All you have to do for this step is to center the two 6.5 inch Velcro loops in the front, roughly 1 inch from the top edge, and stitch them together. Moving on to the Velcro panel. Here I'm using the special fabric. You don't need it if you don't have it. The main purpose of this panel is to provide an attachment point from the pouch to the carrier. You can simply fold your Codora panel in half and achieve the same result. The panel will have Velcro loop in the front, Velcro hook in the back. Don't get it mixed up. The back panel is rather straightforward. This is where you can be super fancy and add some additional things to the inside of the pouch, or just go full smooth brain and stick to the basic. Since I'll be giving away this pouch, I am adding a few elastic retention points on the inside so you can mount stuff in there. The outside of the back panel is a simple 6.5 inch Velcro loop to tow away your Velcro panel when it's not in use. This way you can use the pouch as a pencil pouch or a snack pouch at work. Now we are leveling up to the zipper. This part can get a bit confusing and I will try my best to explain the process. This solely depends on how you like to open your pouch while you're wearing it. I find it easier for right-handed people to open the pouch from left to right while you're wearing it, and vice versa for lefty. Just make sure you're sewing it accordingly. From this point of the video going forward, I will be referring to the outside of the pouch as the good side, where the color is more vibrant, and the inside of the pouch as the bad side, where the color is a bit more faded. You want to face the good side of the zipper to the good side of the panel. Sew them together 1/8 of an inch from the edge, then flip the panel over and stitch another line 1/8 an inch from the zipper. Now do the same thing for the back panel. Make sure it's good, face is good. We are almost done. On this step, you'll be sewing the Velcro panel onto the main piece. And what you're going to do is you're going to attach the Velcro panel to the back panel, roughly about 1/2 inch from the back panel Velcro loop. This is the last step of the process. You are going to mark the center point of all the sides of the main panel and the bottom bridge. I find it easier to fold them right in half and mark the point using a marker. This way, if you happen to cut as straight as a curve at the beginning during your material prepping stage, you can at least correct the center points accordingly. Now that you have successfully marked the centers of all the sides on both pieces, you're going to line them up just like this. We're going to stitch all the sides together and close the loops. If you fail to perform this stitch correctly, your pouch will have unintentional drain holes in them. It is important to note that when you reach the corner of each piece, you will have to readjust the piece and line them up accordingly. Ensure that as you approach the previously marked lines that both pieces are still lined up, or else your pouch will look crooked in the end. This will be where you will appreciate your Vietnamese Nike factory workers even more. And it's done. Overall, it's not too bad. I do not have the tool to make a drain port at the moment, but if you want, you can always go to Home Depot and get a rivet and rivet a hole or a couple of ports at the bottom of the pouch, and so that, you know, if all you bathroom operators ever find yourself getting wet, you can definitely get that problem solved. Do I dare compare my Dangler pouch to these fancy pouches that you can buy online? In terms of aesthetic, probably not. But it looks pretty damn good. Functionally, I was hoping a few of you can help me out with that. I happened to make another one with the hank material as the bottom bridge. Since the bottom is more susceptible to being damaged, I thought, you know, making it out of the hank material would make it a little more durable. I'm going to be giving these 2 pouches away. They aren't much, but I hope they can help improve or at least get you started on putting your kit together. The way you can enter the raffle is pretty straightforward. Just answer a couple questions in the comment section. 1. What would you like to see me make next? And 2. Do you buy your mama's flower? Micah, please. I need to finish this video. Howie.